Yo, DaiGyakusatsu here. I think we are live. I'm hoping I should have tested it before we started. I don't know what I was doing. Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done this. I'm hoping everything's going good, but I'm gonna start doing like a streaming series of just like me talking about random crap. Mainly, I just like to do shit live because one, it's a community thing. Yeah, it sounds good. It's just a spur of the moment thing, so it's not going to be the best quality. I didn't even put music on or anything. But we're going to go with some recent pickups. Not all, because I wasn't very organized. It's a spur of the moment thing, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm also going to be gaming on the side here as we go, mainly just grinding and stuff. But mainly, I'm going to go over the PS5 pickups that I picked up recently, because there's quite a few that I have picked up. Because I picked up a PS5 about, what was it, a couple months ago, so but yeah, there's a lot of stuff I do want to talk about, and I feel like live's the best because it's easy to do. You don't have to really edit, and if you do it right, it's not too bad. But yeah, like I said, it's very disorganized today, so but let's get started with the pickups, and then we'll go on with like some of the gaming news and games that I'm going to be picking up. Maybe if anyone does jump in the chat, we could go over that, what you guys are playing as well. I want this to be like a very community thing. Mainly, we're also doing a channel update, but we'll probably do that a little bit further in because this is just quick. I might only stream for about an hour or two. Mainly an hour because, like I said, it's just a game, like an update, recent pickups, and some gaming news that I want to talk about, stuff like that, and maybe Lego stuff later down the line. But like I said, this is mainly just for today. So I know it's a Saturday, so I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. But let's get started. Okay, so like I said, I picked up PS5. I'm not going to show you the box. It's a PS5 box. I just picked up the normal one. I didn't get any of the special variants, but I'm going to go over the games I picked up. I picked up the TMNT Cowabunga collection on the PS5 because I just thought it was cool, and I wanted to play some of the Game Boy games, so yeah, why not? I picked it up, and I wanted the collector's edition. It's not bad. It comes with quite a bit. I feel like it's not bad for the price. It comes with like a acrylic little stand thing. I think a poster. Let's see what it exactly comes with. Box with exclusive art by Turtles cover Kevin Eastman. Art book, 180 pages. Cloth poster 24 by 16 by Kevin Eastman, 3D acrylic diorama, set of 5 pins, 12 translucent plastic tournament fighter cards. So yeah, it came with quite a bit. I actually did platinum this game because you pretty much just had to play through the games, and they're pretty much all pretty easy games to play through. The next game is Sifu. I do want to play this. I'm a big martial arts fan, of course. I just definitely had to pick it up, and yeah, I wish I would have played some music through, but it's a little bit too late. And plus, if I do turn it on, it'll probably be way too damn loud, so I'm not even gonna risk it right now. I don't want to have any sound issues. The next one we have is Death Drive 2. I also picked it up on the PlayStation Network, because the first one, because I don't really show downloadable games, but I couldn't find a physical copy of this. But I figured this was kind of cool to pick up the little limited edition version of it. Yeah, so Yumo the Guardian's Arm. I really don't know what these are about, but I feel like they're going to be a fun playthrough. So I just had to. I had to pick up Soul Hackers 2 on the PS5. Or it could have been the PS4, but I saw this and I was like, I have to have a physical. It's an Atlas game, and my OCD is kind of like, oh yeah, I definitely have to own a physical copy of it, so I just had to. I'm definitely going to start playing it on the PS5 eventually. I don't know when. I'm actually playing a few things, but we'll get into that when we get into games I've been playing recently section of the show. So I had to pick up this one, Greedfall Gold Edition. I mean, it was only like $13, so, or 14, so I really don't know what it's about. I hear it's not a bad game, but it's pretty cheap. So I figured I'd pick it up, give it a whirl, and see how fun it is or good it is. Man, this is like the third time I bought this game. I bought it for the Switch, I bought it on Steam, and now I bought a physical version because they released a physical version, and that's Doki Doki Literature Club. And now this is actually like a horror story, apparently. or a thriller, one of the two. I don't really know nothing about it. I really have no idea. I've heard like no one talk about it. I know a few of my friends have seen it, but you know, I digress. I really don't know much about it. You know, I'm not. Let's see. It says enter the #1 psychological horror experience. So even up till I bought it physically, I like visual novels sometimes, so I bought it and on like Steam and Switch when it was on sale. So I was like, this is the third time, but it's physical version, so I just had to pick it up and finish that. So yeah, I also finally picked up Stranger Paradise Final Fantasy Origins, and so I definitely do want to play through this eventually. Most of these games will be eventually, because like I say, I'm pretty new to and preem to the PS5 experience, so that's that. I hear this is a wonderful game. I know Dad Level Podcast was talking about it. It's going to be a fun experience. I can't wait to start playing it. Then this one actually just came in the mail. I think this is all I had. I also have Madden 2003. I forgot to grab that one, but it was a physical. I had to buy that with the PS5. So unfortunately, Fist Forged in the Shadow Torch limited edition. Now this one looks pretty interesting. I don't know if it's a platformer. I think it is, or more like a play as a tough rabbit and fight back. Master arcade-style combat with stunning combos and resolve the conflict between animals and machines. So it looked very interesting, looked very creative. I haven't played this one before, and it looks interesting. It looks different, and that's what I'm itching for. Something different and creative, so I definitely wanted to support it. Hopefully it's good. It's a Steelbox, so I guess the digital version did do good, but I don't think I've heard anyone actually talk about it, so... the next one is the physical version of Stray. I actually did beat this game and actually did platinum it. I really did enjoy this game. I figured I really do want to support it, so I did buy the physical version of it. Because if there's ever a Stray 2 or something similar by the same developers, I definitely hope them success of clearly succeeding, because they did release a physical version. It's also on PlayStation Platinum Plus, whatever they call that new stream, or not stream, but that new membership, and I think it's a good variant. I really do. So I figure it was like $115, $120 a year, which even if you just do 2 games, I downloaded God of War 2018, I downloaded Final Fantasy Integrim, which I do eventually want to get like a physical version of that, but I did, I downloaded Returnal, and I downloaded a few other games, so I figured already I have made enough to make that game worthwhile. So those are mainly the PS5 games that I've picked up. I don't think I picked up anything else. Maybe a few PS4 games. Did I pick up any PS4 games? I don't think I did. I know I bought my brother Tekken 7 so he could get warmed up for the Tekken 8, and they could play with each other. I also did buy I guess another PNX, which I kind of regret because these really won't work for the PS5s. So I'm got to buy another variant, whether it be Mixbox or I think it's called Mixbox, not because Hitbox is the other variant. I want to stay with this variant if I do upgrade to the PS5 version. But that one's a lot more expensive. It's a different brand too, but of course it's clearly, and they're Sawa buttons, so they are a little bit nicer, but I just don't want to pay for the price right now. So don't worry, next time I do this, guys, I definitely will be a lot more organized and prepared to do this. So yeah. So, let's see here. Alright. So, those are the PS5 games, as I just said. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any dead air. Make sure it doesn't sit on anything. But other than that, I've been playing a lot of games lately. I mean, actually quite a bit. I've been going back to the PS3, been playing Borderlands, like the first one. Because I played about... a long time ago. I played like back in 2013. I played 2014ish. I played But this time I actually want to go back and play through the series. Of course, it's probably going to take me a year, 2 years to actually complete all the games up till now. But I figured I definitely do want to play through them, and whatnot. So I figured they're good games. That's another one. So yeah. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been playing through Borderlands. It's a fun game. I just beat Stray, of course, like I said earlier. I platinumed that on the PlayStation 5. I really do love that game. I really hope it's success, and I hope perhaps there's a Stray 2 or just something similar. Or maybe like it could be a Stray 2, but it doesn't have to be the same, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the same per se. It could be like like a Final Fantasy. It could be like completely different different story, everything. Just kind of like a cat platform. I mean, because the first one, it is quite linear, but like I said, it's quite creative. You play as a cat, a platformer. It's just different, so it makes it much more fun, which I find really attractive to play, if that makes sense. But other than that, I beat Stray, I platinumed that. I've been going after platinums lately. My buddy, he got me into that, and there's quite a few games. That's why I'm going back to PS3. Another reason why, it's because there's games that I played on there that I was kind of like 50-60% that I could definitely finish. Of course, there's some games I definitely can't do it now, and he found that out because he told me about it. Which is a shame, but I think we all saw that coming, especially sooner, because I think was it last year or the year before that when they were like, oh, we're going to shut down all the services. And so, yeah, we just got to work with what we have and do it now. I do have some of the streaming things, so I could technically stream their PS3 games on there, but I don't know. Like, I could go back and do the Uncharted games if I want to platinum those, but I just don't want to. I do like the Uncharted games. I played 1 and 2 back in the day. They're fun games, don't get me wrong, and I'm not going to pick up the new ones to do with them. I just, I played through them. The stories are good. The visually were fantastic back then, they really were, but I just don't see myself actually going back anytime soon. Maybe when I have a kid, if I ever have a kid, or maybe a relationship again, I definitely will have them play and may watch through it, and I still need to play 3 and all that shit. Hey! Yo, K2J, yeah, I'm just doing like random stuff. I just did all my PS5 game pickups that I did recently. But I'm just trying to get in the groove, trying to get in the groove of making stuff again. Because I've been, slacking, and I don't want to slack to the point where it becomes bad, So I hope you're having a good night, Saturday night, K2J. What you doing, man? You gonna stream later tonight? I can't stream too long. I just gotta do like because I have work in the morning. I have to wake up at 4. But I definitely want to start doing more stuff, and I gotta keep doing it, or because I don't want to give up. I don't give up. So, what else was there? Heck yeah, man! Hell yeah! So, I was gonna talk about some a lot of people were talking about the Bayonetta debacle with the voice actress not getting the new job because she was only going to get like 4,000, which I don't know how long, and I don't want to pretend that I do know, because I don't know how long it would take to do a voice acting thing. Let's see. I streamed a couple things earlier. Not sure if you're gonna do anything else tonight. Oh, okay. What did you stream earlier? I missed it. I've been gaming. I've been trying to game a lot more, because I noticed with me and some, it was like if you mainly just focus on YouTube, you're gonna miss a lot of game time. So I'm gonna just like double on both, So, but like I said, I've been playing Borderlands. It's not my favorite kind of games. They're interesting, but they're fun to play through. And I have them, so I like to play games that I have. Like if I'm not gonna play them, I feel like I should just get rid of them. Majestic 12 and okay, and Capcom SNK 2 is awesome. I need to watch your Majestic Twins. I don't know much about that. So, yeah. But going on to that Bayonetta thing. Now, if you're only getting 4,000 per job, let's say if it takes 2 weeks, that's not a bad paycheck, but you better be getting something for the, like, what is that when you, like, passive income. I know there's a term for it. I can't think of it right now, but, let's see. We'll do that one. And I also been playing. I started Final Fantasy VII Integrim, which I didn't pay for. It was on the download thing, so it's free. So I downloaded that, played a few hours of that, and it's not bad. They made it look beautiful. I know they added some things. I don't know when I'll get back to that one per se, but because I did play, of course, the originals. I have the original PlayStation version. I am interested in playing the Yuffie stuff, that storyline, but I hear I don't know if it's like... Another game that I'm mad about, is Xenoblade 3, because I kind of got put off by that game because, let's see, I got games I haven't played in over... Yeah, I get that. I was just talking about, you're probably here for that, was Uncharted, I'm thinking about going back to try to platinum those or something, or completing them, but then I'm like, I really don't want to play them. That's why I said maybe if I ever have kids or a spouse and they want to play, I'll watch them play. But I still need to play 3, 4, and the Lost Legacy ones, which I'll eventually get to. Never know when you'll want to go back. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. It's best to keep them if you can, but. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, like if you played them before, it's also different. Like if you played them and beat them, it's different than just buying them and not playing them at all. Which, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have them for when you do go play them, but right now I'm about to. I'm 45. I don't feel like hooking the whole thing, or I would have been streaming well. Or just playing while I streamed, but I knew I was going to be able to play that long. But I still been practicing Tekken 7, of course. I think that's always the one that's going to be played, at least on my games I've been playing recently, at least. That's just the yes. Same. It's why I have to buy physical. How much PC gaming? I had to have a pretty good PC to do YouTube and just for work at one time. So it's like I had to have it, and so but I so much would rather. And I understand a lot the modern consoles are mainly all download anyways, but it's still nice to have cool physical and on the shelf and a library. Amassing a library of games, and like I said, I definitely Final Fantasy VII Integrim, or the new HD one. I probably would have not bought or played, but since it was part of the deal, I was like, yeah, it's not bad, And for anime, I've been trying to watch Bleach. It started to pick up and I'm starting to like it. I think I'm on about episode 190. I think I just reached 190 if I'm not mistaken. So I still have about 160 episodes to go before I finish it, before I could start the new one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I do like it. I also been watching what's that 80s anime? It's I never saw it, but I knew of it. I just never seen it. I think it came out in 1985. Two girls, sci-fi one. It's pretty good so far. I need to remember what it is. I know a lot of people feel that emulating games don't count, but hey, do count as part of. But they do count. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're playing it, that's the main thing, man. Like I said, I'm crazy enough to buy. Where was it? Soul Hackers 2, because I did buy the PC version because it was on sale, and then I saw this, and then I was like, I have to have physical, and you know, I especially an Atlas game, I just can't pass it up, dude. You know, I just cannot. I have to have the physical if there is, you know, a version of it. And same with Stray, you know, like I said, I did it mainly to support the developers because I thought that was a fun game, good, fun platformer. It was linear, you know, because it basically you can direct from path, but you could say Mario was technically, yeah, there was different ways and stuff, you know, but I just thought it was a creative game. It was fun. It was quick. It didn't overstay the welcome, you know, because if it was like a 20, 30, a lot of people said, oh, it should have been longer, but I was like, if it was like 20, 30, 40 hours, I would have got bored of it eventually, you know, but I felt like it was a fun game. And I definitely want to see maybe a part 2 or a variant of that. So man, so like, do you know when your next WWE stream's gonna be? All of my Super Nintendo games are emulated though. Oh, okay. You never did you never have a Super Nintendo, or did you just get rid of them at one time? Because I know, you know, my N64. You know, I had a big collection back in the day. I pretty much have everything besides Smash Bros. And maybe Mario Kart 64. And so, but I loaned it to my sister and never got it back and lost all the games. So I did eventually buy them, but like that's a system I probably would emulate. And I do emulate a lot of, like, Japanese games that never came out, like on Famicom and stuff now. BioPhoenix helped me with a lot of that stuff. It was my mom's SNES when I was... Oh, okay, right on. That's sweet. Yeah, oh yeah, I think you did tell me that once. That's sweet though. Oh, did I ask that? Moved out. Oh, I moved out with the Sega. Oh, okay, sweet. Sega Genesis is rad too, man. Like, there's a lot of good stuff that, and even, you know, Aladdin's different, and I think the Lion King's, I think it's game, but it's a little bit different, I think. But I know for sure the Disney one's different, and even some other games that were on the SNES and NES were a little bit different. You know, it's still debated on which one had better sounds, you know, like soundtracks on games. But to me personally, I think some of them on the SNES had a little bit better sound, not like soundtrack, but like sound, you know, wasn't as bassy, if that's the correct term. I'm not too sure. I like the Genesis as well. I don't have a Genesis anymore. I do have it, I just don't have the cables, and I have a Sega CD, and I need to find like cables for them because I don't know what happened to mine at all. So okay, we got that one done. Hey Dizzy, what's going on, my man? I hope everyone's doing good. Hey Bio, man, I saw your stream of that last Saturday, man. That was pretty sweet. I was at work, so I couldn't really chat, but it was a pretty sweet game looking. And yeah, man, I was just telling K2J about, you know, you helped me on the, like, learn how to emulate some stuff. Because I still do, like, you know, like, especially Japanese games, and I don't have access to. I definitely will emulate those. And I'm trying to break that, like, collector or that OCD aspect. Oh, I need to have a physical. It's hard to break, though. I don't know if what it is. I'm a very obsessive person, as some people have seen with my Tekken lately. Also, I actually prefer the music in the Sega version. Oh, okay. I'll have to double check him. Dizzy playing some San Andreas while I watch. Hey Bio, hey K2J. Oh yeah, I managed to beat the at least. Oh, okay, yeah. I got it a lot easier after this. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looked interesting. I'll definitely have to try that one out eventually. And I was just lazy. I know you need to get back in, like, streaming and stuff, but I just wanted to do like pickups. And honestly, as a person that has a PS5 right now, if I didn't have one right now, I wouldn't care. But I did get a good deal on it compared to what most people even that are able to find it now. So I picked one up, and honestly, it's not bad because, you know, like I said, I pay for that premium thing now, which, like I said, I'm downloaded God of War 2019 or 2016, whatever, whenever year it came out, and I downloaded Returnal. I downloaded a bunch of games, but I picked up a few games as well. It's okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. And no, it's a problem because, like I said, I'm an obsessive person when it comes to some stuff, and it's not really healthy to be like that. I don't think, but because I go so extreme on some stuff, and then I'm just like, oh, you know. Oh, I guess I did have that. Let's see if full fuel tanks. Oh, and I'm not really sure when I'll do another WWE stream. I always get in a random sudden move. Oh, okay. Yeah, they take a long time too because you do like a full manager show mode, which is cool. So it takes like 2-3 hours regardless. Makes sense. I always did like Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain games though. Before SmackDown vs. Raw came out, those were fun games to play with, But I don't know. I say I don't mind that service because, like I said, I probably would have never played God of War 20 whatever unless it was free. Hey, Dad Level Podcast, how you doing, man? How's it going? Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. So I don't know. Like I said, what is your guys' opinion on Bayonetta? Because I was gonna pick up that day one, and I was like, the way they kind of screwed over, but I understand. But then I'm like, oh, that's kind of a jerk move. And I have nothing against the new actress. She's taking the job. So, but like 4,000, that's kind of crazy because, like, unless it just takes 2 weeks, 4,000, that's not bad at all. But like, it's like a contract work, so it's like there's nothing after that, no benefits or anything. So I'm not sure if I would take that job either, But I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. I wish I know how to add games to a RetroPie. I'm making SD card with more PS1 games. Well, honestly, for the RetroPie, I think if you download it, like, I could be wrong, but I think it's just like if you download the emulator on this, maybe the SD card. I don't know. I'm still learning emulation, man. But like, wouldn't you just download the emulator and then you just like kind of stick it in the RetroPie and the games that you want on it? And if done right, wouldn't that isn't? I like Bayonetta game, but they were never something outdated. Yeah, true that. Like I like Devil May Cry a lot better, or games like that. I like it better than God of War, for example, but like I say, I want to play God of War unless, like, the only reason I'm playing God of War, it's not bad, but it's free and it's not bad for being free. Or, well, if you include Returnal and stuff like that. But eating and watching Bullet Train with the Bullet Train. Is that the anime or see? I feel like it is, but especially with DBZ 30 and the SmackDown games, since DBZ and WWE games were my TV. Oh heck yeah, man, no doubt about. I plan to pick up Bayonetta. So now I like to bring the TV shows to Yeah, heck yeah, man. I did pick up the new Dragon Ball game. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one looked interesting. Yeah, I did. I don't know if I'll pick that one up right away. Right now, my backlog's even worse. That's why I've been gaming like crazy lately, which I have been gaming, which is good. I think this is the most I've gamed since at least 2017, which is awesome, Finally getting that love for gaming back. So it's mainly why I haven't been on YouTube, but I'm trying to get back onto it. And I also, I guess I could check. I mean, you guys can't really see. I picked up a new game on Steam. It's like a rhythm game. I don't know how good it is. Live action movie. It has Brad Pitt. Oh, okay. I've never heard of it, honestly. Have you guys been watching any horror movies or horror anime or games for the October season? I'm bad about that. I used to be really good about that, but now I'm just like time runs together, and so I always like ooh, I'm always just like playing games, and it like bleeds into the same month, and it's hard to keep up with the times anymore. I know I'm gonna be playing. Maybe that's when I'll start Doki Doki Literature Club, because that's a psychological horror apparently. Okay, finally Steam has opened. What game did I pick up? Let's see here. Library. Oh, I did pick up 20 or 40 read-only memories. That was on sale. I did pick up. What's that? Where's that other game at? Of course, it's gonna be the one that I can't find. Well, I need it. Huh? It's not gonna show me. Nice. It's hard to find stuff, especially if you can't find it right then and there. Oh well. It's some kind of rhythm game. It's like I don't know how it plays or anything. I've tried to play some folklore, but I lost progress after my PS3 crashed. So I'm not about. Oh damn, that sucks. Like, did it just crash? Like, shut off, or is it like dead, brick dead? Cause that's shitty, man. Like, I'm sorry to hear that. I watched the Blob earlier. Oh, okay, the 1951. It's been a while since I've seen it. Did I also I need to like get in the camera. I noticed I thought it would be interesting to actually show peeps how I roll with the Tenkaichi Smackdown games. I've never seen anybody play through those games like I went. Yeah, man, you're good, especially with Tenkaichi 3. Yeah, I need to definitely go back and watch those because. Yeah, watch your WWE ones, because the Ruthless Aggression and the Attitude Era was my favorite. No doubt about that. Man, that's what makes me worry, because I know, like, that's another thing about physicals. Like, eventually all this shit not gonna work, you know? Like, let's say if stem cells and all this research makes me live 50, 100 more years longer, all this stuff's probably gonna be bricked. I froze and I had to reset console, so it works. Oh, but still. But now I'm oh yeah, because if it does it again, and yeah, that's shitty, man. I hope it. Yeah, that really does. I get that, man. Especially if you're playing like long JRPGs where like you just can't save from the menu, and then all of a sudden, yeah, screw that. How were you liking Folklore? Well, when you were playing it, though, were you enjoying it? Okay, I gotta find that other one. Yeah, the Blob is pretty good, man. Okay, well, that's lucky. I haven't seen it in probably about 15 years either. I need to watch something like a horror movie soon. It's been a minute. Mainly, if anyone knows any horror animes that like out right now, I'll try to watch that. I still need to watch a cyberpunk anime. That one looks interesting. And I know Vince, that little podcast was saying it was pretty good. And I do need to check it out. Yeah, I have not touched my PS3 in a while, so I was not sure how well it was going to go. Yeah, I get that, man. Did somebody in here just follow me? K2J West? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, has anyone played the beta for Street Fighter 6? Because I was gonna download it. I just don't really have time. I'll just pick up the game eventually. Probably day one. I'll try it. And Capcom, you better not let me down. I don't know if I want to pick it up day one because, with Tekken and stuff, I gotta stay with that and other games, And realistically, I only get to play it a couple times, so I'm not sure if I do. I really do want to, and I did try the demo. I did enjoy it, but I haven't been able to play the beta, and so I don't know. I'm iffy. I really do want to buy it day one, but then I'm like, I know I won't play it that much. Realistically, I know I won't. Oh, okay. It's really good. Adrian is liking it so far. I have not had a chance to download it. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna keep it up or how long they're gonna keep it up for, because I don't think I'll have time to actually play it, honestly. But like I say, I know I really would enjoy it, but like with Tekken and other games, it's like I don't have, like I definitely do want to play it, but I just know I won't get much time after the first week, so I don't know if it'll be worth it. Especially if they screw it up somehow, which I don't think they will. I think they learned from 5. And I know if you do get it, K2J, you'll be playing Kabuki if they have her. Let's see, dang, I gotta walk waves. Man, Gungrave comes out next month. That's another game I'm looking forward to. I love that anime. I thought about getting the Blu-ray, but realistically, I've seen it a few times, and I'm not sure. It's expensive. Oh, okay, sweet. Welcome back. We were talking about, I was talking about Street Fighter 6, the beta and stuff. I like to say I'm not sure if I'll be. It will be one I'll play for sure. I know I'll definitely play it. Just I don't think I'll get as much time as I would want. Cause my backlog keeps growing, and I've added like quite a few games. And one game that I'm not sure if no one was in here when I was talking about it, but let's see if I could find it. Oh, Fist, this game, Forged in Shadow. This game, this game looks very interesting. This will probably be the next game I play. I'm hoping it's good. It's getting there. Oh yeah, Bayo's been there, and he was actually, he was one of my earlier subscribers back, close to 10 years, man. That's been crazy. And I'm trying to, that's why I'm live streaming today. I'm not trying to let my channel die for another few years like I used to. I'm trying to keep it alive, trying to keep it afloat. It's kind of hard with, time restraints and stuff. But I'm trying, and I'm trying to stay relevant, I guess. Yeah, it has been that long, man. Well, I mean, maybe not 2012, maybe like 8 years, but pretty much close, I think like 2014. May 2013, around there. I remember, like, the very first time you subscribed, I still had the Sun Wukong. Or no, I don't know if it's Sun Wukong, but it was the Dynasty Warriors logo. I think that's what you said. It was a little Dynasty Warrior. Something like that. My memory isn't as good as it once was. Let's see. It has Evil West. Oh yeah, that's another one I'm picking up. That one does look good. Looks interesting. Yeah, I know I'd definitely be picking up Evil West. I know I did pick up Star Ocean, the newer one, or pre-order that. That one's gonna be shipped to me. I just got it off Amazon, I guess. Because the reason I did was because they had like figures or small like chess pieces. I think they're chess pieces of Radiata Stories, which was freaking rad. And I'm glad maybe they're gonna make a new Radiata Stories. I hope so. That's an excellent game, and I know it probably would sell well in this day and age. Did you see new updates for Penny Blood and Arm? I did. I did a little bit. I didn't look too much into it, but it does look interesting. I think. Let me see. Sounds. I know what it is. That's why I could be like just. Let's see. What's the motion? Hold on a sec. You know, I just did insert a new security system, and it went off. So it's like. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Let me look at up. I had went back in your videos archives a few weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. They're bad. Yeah, some of them are quite bad. You know, as you could tell, my speech patterns have got a lot better. Not much, but I used to say and like a lot, and I finally conquered that. I think it was far back as like 2009 or something like that. Maybe so, yeah. I mean, I know I had YouTube before this channel, DJ Gamer 2012, and I did start around 2009 back in the day. Nah, yeah, it was interesting. I wish I knew what I knew now. That's what. Let's just put it like that. I always was interested in YouTube, especially more so back then. Yeah, man, we only get better as we keep going. Heck yeah, man. Let me see. Penny Blood. Let's see. Oh yeah. I see. Yeah, man, I'm excited for that, man. Yeah, I forgot that I did do the Kickstarter. See, my memory is bad sometimes. I was 28 at the time. I wish I started back then. Yeah, man. I think. I mean, it depends. I mean, yeah. Let's just say I'm glad I did in a way. Hey, man, it's cool to see people begin. Yeah, true. I feel the same way. Let's see, besides Star Ocean and stuff, I know there's basically all the games that I just picked up. I'm definitely gonna go through. What else was there? I know I'm gonna also be playing One Piece World, the older one, before the newer one comes out. I'm a One Piece fan. Not as much. It's probably my least favorite shonen out of all of them. But it's still, I wouldn't say worth watching now because it's impossible to catch up, but that's most hype. Yeah, but of course yeah. And when was it? Like 2025 one or 2026? Or it's gonna be a while before it comes out, right? I forget because I did. You know, when you made the video on it, I did get it. It's the first time I ever did Kickstarter as well. I have been around since 2018, so I still feel pretty new compared to most of my peers. No. I mean, there's some people that start like 2 months ago and their like content's like amazingly good. They just have a knack for it. I just do it because it's fun talking to people and talking about my hobbies. Like, even back in the day before YouTube, well, not before YouTube, but like before I did YouTube, I would write like posts and stuff on like forums and stuff, just talking to people. 2025, yeah, I really hope so. I tried to get the one with the CD, I think. But yeah, it's gonna be hyped, and I can't wait for that one as well because. So for anime, like I said, I'm still trying to catch up on Bleach. I did get better. I'm actually not like struggling. I think right now, believe it or not, that the fill arc I just watched was like super good. Like, It's what actually got my interest back into it because I was like dreading it. Even the Waco Mundo arc was like kind of slow and in the beginning, and I can't wait to watch Aizen and stuff, you know. But and I know a lot of Aizen's abilities and stuff. Seeing him in action is gonna be cool because a lot of my friends talk highly about him. Oh yeah, I need to continue the second half of Bastard. Oh okay, yeah, and yeah. Are you talking? Is it the newer one or yeah, the newer one? How old is that? Like I know the older one, but they just redid it, right? Is that? Or maybe someone was talking about it. Let's see. Because when I actually went to GameStop, believe it or not, like when it was a couple weeks ago, and I saw the old one, you know, but like for some reason they brought it up, and I said, "Oh, the Bastard was really good." Yeah, 2022. Yeah, Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy. That's what's called. Okay. Damn, is it a Netflix thing? I know, of course. Another thing is, I gotta say, Crunchyroll. What are your opinions? You know, I'm not gonna lie. I use some prior things. I buy some anime, but you know what are your guys' thoughts on Crunchyroll if you use it? I know Vince's thoughts, but you know, honestly, I've subscribed to Crunchyroll since like 2014, 2015, around there, and it used to be not bad. It used to have like forums and stuff where you could talk to people and stuff. Yeah, remaking one surprising. I think it's great. I still enjoy the OVA, but the new one is handled. Oh, okay, I'll definitely have to check it out. It sounds like a badass name, Heavy Metal, you know. And so yeah, definitely check that one out now. But yeah, Crunchyroll fell from grace, and I think Sony owns it now, right? So it's like you would think they would have some pull, but you know, when you compare it to like, I know everyone's trying to get into it. You know, Disney Plus, they just bought the stream rights to Bleach, which was ashamed, and so kind of sad. But and then apparently they bought the stream rights to the old one too. I thought it was only for the new one, but apparently not. I just pulling up anime on YouTube whenever I find. Oh yeah, I think Baki, like the original Baki series, is still on YouTube. Like for season 1, like the 90s one, or I think it's like 2000, 2001 when it came out. But yeah, Baki the Grappler is still on YouTube. The season 1, season 2 is a little bit harder to find because apparently it was a different studio or stream. I don't know. It's just harder to find. But with season 2 is when it starts to get really good. Even though Netflix is publishing it on their server, there is not. Yeah, in fact, is actually more violent and cruel than the. Oh, okay, yeah. I noticed that even on Disney and stuff, like if they do get it, they're not going to censor. I think right now the only one, like, believe it or not, when they get something, Nickelodeon, which they don't rarely ever get anything, it's Paramount as well. But when they're the only ones that are censoring, and which is good. We don't need that censored BS here. I think maybe does anyone know when the last time anime has been censored? Maybe it was like Disney XD when they had Naruto, but that was also during Dragon Ball Z Kai time, wasn't it? I know they did censor that. So I don't know if like any other like streaming like lately has like done any censoring. Maybe there has and I just haven't noticed. I know for games it happens all the time, but or for a lot of times, you know, but for like anime I can't remember the last time it happened. Maybe my anime knowledge is just waning and not as good, you know, but let's see. Not trying to go off track, but I had meant to ask you, what you think of the extra wrestlers I added in my SmackDown game that originally got cut when those games. Oh no, that's cool, man. That's sweet. You know, that's when I did play it. You know that. No, it's fine. You guys bring up whatever conversations you guys have or topics, because that's what the whole. But to answer your question, no, that's sweet, man. Because realistically, I love the creation mode in those games, and mainly when I did play back in the day, I would create like comic book heroes and stuff, and do my kind of like do like you do, like create my own like weekly manager storylines and stuff. I really only keep up with what I like those days. Yeah, true that. But no, that I really do like that, because I was like, when I was watching, you know, I was like, oh wow, that's different. Or I didn't recognize them. Then I realized that's what you did. So it did take me a while to realize. But that's makes it way better, honestly, because it's basically truly like creative. Get out, bitch! Now I was stuck in the damn car. But no, that's sweet, man. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, GM mode was the bomb. Yeah, they really should bring them back. I thought about trying to pick up the newer one, like WWE 2K whatever 20, but I just don't think I would ever like it, honestly. Like, it's like too clunky, and it's the older games were kind of like more arcadey, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term, but they were still like loyal to the show, I guess. But like the newer games just feel clunky and slow and stuff, and I don't know if I'll like it any. Even if it was a really good game, I hear mixed things about it, but I don't know if I would actually play it that much, anyways. But like, I don't even think there's that much customization to the like characters like there used to be, like when Yulks was doing it. But they're making the AEW game that's coming out. I think 2K has GM mode, but I know they made a lot of change. Oh, okay. Damn, that's a shame. Like I said, yeah, I don't know if I would enjoy it. But like I said, I know Yolks, the ones that used to develop it, or well, THQ, whatnot, or I don't know if they were. I think they were just a publisher, but I know they're making the AEW game. I had stole the creative formula from the internet. Oh, okay, yeah. The people that put those together were pros, man. Oh man, I bet. I remember back in like, man, this was like 2010. Like, I remember like seeing people kind of do that, but they just did like single matches. They didn't put like in a whole storyline. And they would do like their own commentary, which was cool. I don't know what channels they were. That was like good 10 years ago. There's literally this stupid spider that keeps like crawling over the camera. The people that put those together were, yeah, well, I stole most. Oh, okay. Well, still, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's on the internet. Anything on the internet could be free if you want it to be. Realistically. Let's see, why did I stop here? I don't know why I stopped here. Yeah, I really wish there was more like character creations and stuff, you know, where, I mean, yeah, I guess, like, you know, the problem I did, like, I know, like, when was it, like, a couple years ago when Cyberpunk, a few years ago now, when Cyberpunk came out, like, people were saying, oh, it was crazy. I mean, they fixed a lot of stuff now, but, like, back in the day when I played it, well, it was a few months after it came out, it wasn't day one. When it dropped in price, I picked it up. And it was like just an illusion of how much character creation you could actually do to your character. There wasn't really much. It was just like an illusion to it. There wasn't much, you know, that you could actually do. I mean, there might be now since they've updated it all, but when I played it, it just felt like it a lot, but it wasn't there. The people that put those together were okay. Well, I don't know why I'm going so far back. Yeah, I especially had to do the Divas justice. I didn't like how they would just shut or shaft most of them. Oh yeah, that's always been the way, especially like Attitude era or Diva, like Ruthless Aggressive era. They did that. Even probably to this day they still book women matches badly in most like promotions, I would say, but I feel like it's a lot better now, especially like early AEW. A lot of people said those sucked. I thought they were good, man. Like I did. They had like Yuna or Sakazuki. I forget what her name actually is, but she was cool. They brought her over. Gail Kim and Gail Kim was legit cool, and Jacqueline was too. Gail Kim, I remember, she was pretty cool. Very underrated. She definitely deserved a push back then. I don't know why I don't know why. I think it was because of Vince. I think that's what he said. He was like, no one really likes Asian. That's what he said. But no, I mean, look at them now. Like, it's like if you look at I know Bio watches some of the Japanese stuff on YouTube. But Yuka Sakazaki was like one of my favorites. She looks like a Final Fantasy character. And even the women like AEW, I don't know how it is now. I can't say much about it. I was gonna recommend it, but I haven't really watched it since like 2020, and I hear they lost a lot of their pushing and talent. I know Jericho's still in there, but Jericho's old, man. I don't want to say he's a has-been, but it's starting to look like for AEW, it's starting to look like early TNA. It's like a retirement home for WWE, which is kind of sad, but that's the truth, I wish they would kind of lay off. Just push new talent, man. There's so much now, especially since everyone knows how to train for it and everyone knows how to do it. Well, not everyone. You get my point, though. It's just like there's so much good talent out there now. You don't really. And it's like even when WWE gets a lot of talent, like when they had Shinsuke Nakamura come over, he was so hyped when he first came over, and then all of a sudden, like, they ruined his character. So I know he got hurt, so I don't even think he's in it right now. But I know John Cena gave him a push to beat him. Then all of a sudden, I don't think nothing happened with him after that. It's just like booking stuff. I don't keep up with it that much. What was that, like 34 years ago now? So I say I'm kind of like out of the loop now, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's dumb. I'm too weak to play that. But no, other than that, what else is there to talk about? I mean, I pretty much did the pickups. I did the... Yes, the new Bleach did start yet. I think it was last week. I don't know if it's simulcast, or if they're doing it weekly, or if they're doing it, like, release the whole season. That, I think, I'm not too sure about. I think, since it's on Disney Plus, it's hard to tell. I think they release the whole season, which I don't know. Like, if it's... I don't know how they're going to do that, because if it's Bleach, it's probably going to be at least 100 plus episodes. So doing it like 12 episodes at a time, I don't think that's going to work. You know how long that'll be to do. Even if they do 20 episodes every 6 months, they would have to do it simulcast, or maybe they gave out so many. I know Netflix for the Shaman King, they only did like up to like 54 and then they stopped, which kind of sucks. I mean, I think they might have done more now, if I'm not mistaken. What was that, been like 6 months to a year now? Yeah, so I don't know how they would do that. Let's see. It does look beautiful. I did see the trailer, and the animation does look excellent. But I can't watch it till I catch up in the old one. Unfortunately, I know it's hyped, but I'm always miss the hype moments. I'm always like a month or two or a year's behind, which is fine by me. I did the new season of Tiger and Bunny released. Oh, okay. How'd you like it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The way it looked like you said. Okay. No, yeah. Tell me how it is, because that one looks pretty good too. Oh, also Harry Potter news. Apparently, the guy that played Rubius Hagrid did pass away. I honestly forget what his name is, because I know he was in a few other British movies and shows, which I've seen him in quite a few things, but he did pass away, was it, like a couple days ago. So I'm trying to remember what other movies he was in. I've seen him in shows. I think I saw him in. I'm trying to remember the one where that doctor. I forget what that show is. Not the one with the. See, my memory with British TV shows are terrible, but I have seen a few. I'm trying to think. It's not Keeping Up with Appearances. That one's quite old, but I know there was a few good actors in that appeared in it back in the day. See. Yeah, no, next time I do this, I'll definitely have a lot more prepped. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. I didn't have music playing or anything, or just kind of have an idea of like, games that I've been playing and stuff like that. But since I've already pretty much did all that, I say I'll definitely be watching that new Cyberpunk maybe soon. Finish up Bleach. 150 some episodes left. So much more. Oh, wait. So my buddy Rob rearranged his shop. So, okay. Is that the one? Yeah. Are you going to the toy meetup? Wasn't there one in October? Why did it take so long to shut that gate? Oh, dang. Are you going to be able to make it? Or is that the yep that you're going, or yep, or it's next week? Oh, right on. We will be leaving Friday night, my buddy. And oh, okay, sweet. Man, I still am ashamed that I never edited that video of when we went, or when I went. You know, 'cause I still have the stuff. I just, I'm lazy about editing and stuff. I don't like it. I edited mine, but need to record a voiceover. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm actually probably next week or next time I do this. I don't have a schedule. I probably will never have a schedule because, it just doesn't ever work as planned. So, but next time I do one of these videos, it'll probably be much longer and I'll have more to talk about. And I'll probably do all my pickups because most of the Legos I haven't touched yet. And so I could do that, pickups and videos on that, and finally do the videos and or incorporate that into the live stream, which will be kind of neat. It's like I say, I'd rather just live stream everything, or just, Hey, did you get my Discord invite earlier today? Let me check. I rarely ever check my Discord. I'm bad about that. I need to be better about it, but... Oh, yep. Okay, I did. Oh, okay, yep. I just accepted it. Right on. Yeah. Not sure if you did. Yeah, I need to start using it. It's just I'm... Oh, okay. Is it still live, guys? If it is, because it's weird. It like disconnected for a minute, but it should still be live. I don't know. I guess I'll know within a couple minutes. I don't know. I'm hoping it's still live. But yeah. I'm not sure what you guys last heard, but like I said, I YouTube's mainly the only thing, but I need to start using Discord more and whatnot, and I'm pretty much done with Facebook. Really don't use it. Wow, I'm kicking ass in this game, man. The second playthrough, I think I only put like 5 hours in. I'm already at like New Haven. New Haven. So it's like kicking ass. Like I said, I was too lazy to like hook up the stream, to this. Yeah, but okay, sweet, right on. Yeah, I thought I got disconnected completely, but no, it seemed to work. I went to Kansas City. When was it? A couple weeks ago, or last week? Was it last weekend? Yeah, it was last week, Saturday. Went to a check-in tournament. That's the only. I did terrible. I did 0-2, but it was fun to go. I took a buddy. We went to a buffet that we usually go to around that area. It's super good. Mind buffed earlier when I did the Capcom versus SNK tour. Oh dang, yeah, it must be something on YouTube then, because I see. Maybe. I know sometimes I've seen some streams where that happens, but. Alright, let's see. I'm going to report to her and then I'll go do the. And I noticed, man, I need to start like I do bring my gun. I didn't bring my camera last week, but I'm very bad at. Damn, that spider is killing my camera, man. Hey, Karami Ryu. What's going on, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Are you? Huh? Are you? I hope you're doing good, man. Really, this is probably just a boring stream for you, but we're just here chatting, talking about gaming, any topics you want to talk about. I was too lazy to hook the gaming up, but mainly I just did my current, like, recent pickups and stuff. The Penguin from Fall Guys. What's up, gamers? What's going on? How you doing, man? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Having a good night on Saturday. Hope you're doing good. We're just talking about like gaming stuff and anime and anything you could think of. What kind of games are you guys into? Bro, I saw that you're into KH, Kingdom Hearts. Yes, Kingdom Hearts is pretty. I played the first 2 Kingdom Hearts way back when, before the HD. I played 3. I do enjoy. I played the DS games. 365 over 2 days, and it's something a little bit different. But no, those were fun games. 3 was probably my least favorite. I think a lot of people say that, but it was a beautiful game, no doubt about that. But yeah, it's kind of. First question. Milk first or cereal? Very good question. Milk. I always do the cereal first, because if you do the milk first, it you dump the cereal, it like kind of sprays everywhere, splashes everywhere. So I always do cereal, then milk, if I had to guess, or if I already like you. I hate. Oh man, yeah, the same. I wanted to be very, PC about that answer, because some Kingdom Hearts fans, they're like very defendant on it, which makes sense, And look, the DLC, I haven't played the DLC yet, and eventually I will. Even though I picked up Kingdom Hearts day one, but I was just so let down. And the DLC looks pretty good. It looks like they seem to fix it. I actually am excited for Kingdom Hearts 4, and they could turn it around. I mean, look at Street Fighter 6, man, because Street Fighter 5 was the biggest letdown, then 6 looks excellent, so. Ding ding, you are right. Heck yeah. Man, I really haven't had cereal in a while, but yeah, I used to eat cereal all the time. Like, all the freaking time, man. Oh god, yes, people defend Kingdom Hearts 3 hard. Yeah, they do. It kind of gets crazy for a while, you know, kind of does. My uncle's in love with King of the Hearts. King of the Hearts. King of the Hearts. Is that like the card? Like King of the Hearts? Or is it like a show or a game like that? Because King of the Hearts, what's the difference between, you know, King of the Diamonds, you know? Oh, King of the oh, okay. King of the Marks. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, man. So this channel, if you guys are new, which we have a couple new faces in here, I do gaming, anime, convention stuff. I really am I don't have a set schedule. I really kind of just do it when I can and when I want. I'm into Tekken, Lego, pretty much anything nerdy. Gaming, you know, anything. You know, see, I still have some Lego stuff here I'm working on. It's been a long time, but, you know, I just keep here just in case. Actually, Street Fighter became a heck of a game. Yeah, no, it did. It did. Oh, I used to play a lot of sports back in the day. Well, I'm old now, man. I used to do, you know, I've done them all, like football, soccer, wrestling, fencing, all that stuff back in the day. Hey, sir, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. VX. Man, how you been, man? You play any games? Have you played Xenoblade 3? I know you, last time we chatted on here, or at least you visited, you brought up Kingdom Hearts 3. Or not Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3. We're talking about Kingdom Hearts, because, yeah, I play. What are your thoughts on it? Let's see what you have to say, because same. I'm a huge nerd. Heck yeah, man. I'm goated at baseball or basketball. I went to Six Flags today, and I have PTSD. Okay, Six Flags is pretty good. I've only been to a few ones, or one of them. But yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. But Xenoblade 3, from what I see of it, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, heck yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG is pretty good. What decks do you play? I used to play major hard on that, man. Like no kidding. Like 5,000 a year. Hard. I kind of gave up on Yu-Gi-Oh! I love it. I really do. But, man, I really try not to spend money on that anymore. Even though I still buy some sets, like the new set that's coming out, there's some cards I do want. And I did play Duel Master for a while. Oh, Dino. Dinos are good. I was always a Dino player, all the way back to like Rex, And then you had Dino Rabbit back in like 2012, 2011 to like 2012, and then you had the XZ Evo, Those were good. And then you have Ultimate, and then you had Shadal Dinos and all that stuff. So many play. Yeah, I play Nintendo, man. Heck yeah. It's weird because I used to be like not the big. I was never like a fanboy of anything, but there were times I have not finished Xenoblade 3. It's solid. The battle system is more user. Okay. So I noticed what put me off, and it probably shouldn't have like killed my experience totally, was that in Xenoblade 3 they already announced like DLC like day one, and I could understand DLC like later on. Just keep it a secret. Pretend like you weren't even planning it, But already like a year and a half, 2 years of like full DLC. I'm just kind of like, kind of put me off, but it's gonna be good. I need to get back to it and whatnot. But no, Nintendo, man, I've been playing Nintendo for years, all the way back mainly to the SNES. I'm playing an updated version of Oh, okay, right on. Dino Rabbit's still my favorite, you know. And Dinos are very versatile. It's a very versatile deck. There's so many ways you could play it now, which is awesome. And you could even put like Speedroids or anything. You can put a lot of different stuff in there and mix it up and still do pretty good. I know I was just having fun with it, like playing with that deck. I love Monster Jam, bro. Oh, is that the Monster Jam, like the trucks, right? Like the Monster Jam show, you know, like the big trucks that like run over shit. Yeah, I used to have a shirt of Monster Jam way back in the day. I think I went to one a couple times, you know. Yeah, Monster Jam's pretty sweet. Oh, thanks. It's kind of messy. I used to do room tours. I haven't done one in a long time. Nothing's really changed. I mean, I kind of moved to a different room just for like a streaming setup, but I really haven't collected as much as I once have, you know, or had in the past. But you know, it's mainly just years and years of buying stuff, you know. It's not like I amassed it really quick. Hey, okay, yeah, it's all good, Bio. Welcome back. Yeah, we kind of had some technical difficulties for a while, so I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's all good. It is a lot of money. Yeah, it is a lot of money. Everything's a lot of money. Gas, games, and heck, most anime, unless you pirate it, but heck, you still have to pay for your internet price to do that, unless you go to like a library or something, or maybe if you go to school or something. Let's go with truth. Why not? See, I need to figure out what mission I'm doing. What's my favorite anime? Dang, that's hard. I'll tell you the truth. Just I have to think on that one. Like, let's say if I had to pick one, like, that's really tough. Let's say one. Let's go off the basis of like, if I could only choose one and watch for the rest of my life, that would have to be like... Oh, you haven't seen any anime. My favorite anime probably would have to be Gungrave. I know it's like not the best per se, but I don't know. Like, you could say like even Naruto, in a way, you could say is really good in a way, like especially if you're like early into anime. But I don't know if you heard, but I've been doing a lot of reading lately. Both, yeah, I have, man. Like, what kind of like novels have you? I kind of looked into it, but like, what kind of novels have you? I know you mentioned in a couple of your live streams. Mine is Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, honestly, that's what kind of like a gateway one, man. Like, Dragon Ball Z is an excellent one. Especially, you know, I know that's what pretty much got me into anime back in the day, you know. Me too. Mine was 5 when Dragon Ball Z. Okay. It's been a long time. DBZ is still my fave. Still. Yeah, but my fave would probably have to be Gungrave, just because it's like such a different one. It's like it starts out as like a crime drama, and then it ends up on like a sci-fi kind of thing. It's very interesting. I'd have to say that. I mean, just to be different, you know, I could say like, you know, Dragon Ball or Cowboy Bebop or something that like everyone kind of says. but or well, older people say. Like probably newer people will be like My Hero or something like that. But like I'm mostly into old school, like 90s, 2000s, probably all the way to like 2012, and then like 2015. I kind of like I watch new stuff. It's just I have to wait like 5 years because I have so much to watch. Mostly Stephen King, Michael Shurton, Arthur. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, yeah, okay, that's sweet, man. Like, what are some other books that he's like written? Because I know he's done a few. And actually, did you read the Jurassic Park one, or even like a synopsis of it? Because it's quite a bit different than the movie, of course. And honestly, yeah, it was quite a bit different and a little bit darker, I would say. But if you haven't, definitely give it a read or like listen to like a synopsis of it. It's pretty rad. I'm gonna check out Gunga. Yeah, man, give it a watch. I'd say start with episode 2 because episode 1's kind of weird. It throws off a lot of people, honestly. But if you watch 2, it's an older anime. I think I can't remember what year it came out. It was early 2000s, I believe. But it's a pretty good anime. Give it a watch, and I think you'll like it. Maybe. It's hard to say. I'm into different stuff than what your average anime fan would probably say. But like if you want like more common stuff, like Hunter x Hunter would probably be one of my favorite shonens. Or even JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That was pretty rad, back. Scary movie for me was The Hug. He's done Timeline, Sphere, the Andromeda Strain. Oh, okay, I'll have to check out some of those or listen to the audiobooks or something because he is a really good author from what I've, from the one thing I've read was Jurassic Park, but, but I could gather from, the way he writes that he's going to be a good author. So I definitely need to check him out. I love different. Well, here, yeah, you're definitely in a chat with some different like opinions, which is good. I don't mind mainstream. Like Dot Hack is a really good one, but I would say if you really watch Dot Hack, you definitely need to play the games and maybe read the manga and some other stuff on it. Like you can't really just. I mean, you could watch a show and enjoy it, but you kind of need everything to be like, oh, this is really good in the lore and all that. To really know what's going on. Okay, man, the Penguin from Fall Guys. Have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great Saturday night. Jana. But yeah, I've heard the book of Jurassic Park is different and cool. Yeah, it definitely is. The book is very difficult. Or yeah, he's probably meant different, right? I've included are inclined to agree with you. I kind of fell off with anime the same way I fell off with wrestling, man. Oh yeah, exactly. With wrestling, it's different because you have like, it's like generational. You could say you grew up with like a certain era, then they kind of like retire, then you start to see newer people, and no disrespect to newer people, but it's just like, well, how am I? It's just like it's a never-ending cycle of like, okay, so it becomes like less relatable, and so I think some anime is like that too. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to like get into anime when it's a bunch of middle school or high schoolers, Not like saying that they're bad, but like, how am I gonna like relate to that anymore? I'm old. I'm double the age. I played the Dot Hack games. I recently beat Dot Hack G. Okay, G's really good. They're pretty good games. So if you like the games, you'll probably like the anime. I definitely recommend finishing the games. Like Danganronpa, that's one that a lot of people like missed out. Like they watched the show and then thought it was really cool, but like I remember going to a convention back. This was 2016, maybe early 2017. I think it was 2016 though. I dressed up as Mondo Owada or cosplayed as Mondo Owada back in the day. Uh, it's not even back in the day, but like back then, and then no one knew what it was. You know, no one. They were like, "Oh, nice pompadour" and all this stuff because they didn't know the character. Like a year or two later, they were like, "Oh, it's Mondo." You know, so it's just like sometimes, like if you keep up with stuff, you'll be ahead of the curve. But then, let's see, different. It would be fun read, I'm sure. God, I have so much I want to play. Oh yeah, man. There's not enough time in the day, especially like if you're older, you have a job, and you might not have as much time. You know, like especially you gotta divide that between like anime, gaming, other hobbies like Lego or even other stuff that you do. Like if you play sports or stuff like that. I don't know how old you are, but it's like there's so much to do. You pretty much, especially if you have a job, like that could get in the way. Because if you're working 40 hours or it's hard. Or even if you work more than that, a lot of people work like 80 hours or 70 hours, or whatever. They work a lot. John Hammond is a dick in the book versus really is. He's a big D-bag in that. But but very, very good written book, and I definitely do need to check more of his work out. But that's awesome. You're reading more novels and stuff. What mangas have you read? I know you were starting to read some more mangas. I still been looking out for Dead Man Wonderland stuff for you because I know you've been looking for some of that. I can't seem to find that stuff, man. I don't know what it is. At least around my area, so at least the conventions I go to, I'll find like book one, but that's like pretty much it. Yeah, for real. I got a stickman who keeps trying to make me a fan of Kenny Omega guy. I don't know who the hell he is. I know he's from he likes Street Fighter V a lot. I know of him because he was on AEW. I did give AEW like a few months of my watch time early on when it first started to see what was up with it. And I don't know if he was in it, but I heard the name thrown around several times. But from that point, I know he's a big into like games and stuff. But I know there's this guy, up, down, down. He's actually a WWE wrestler, and he was Kofi Kingston. That's who it was. No, it wasn't Kofi Kingston. This is like his tag team partner. I don't know who he is actually, but his tag team partner. I don't know his name, but he plays a lot of like games. I read Orochi recently, which is a horror theme, and it was Orochi, sweet. So is it based off like the mythology of Orochi, or is it like something else? Dude, Japanese, I don't know if you guys, but Japanese mythology or something like is very interesting and very interesting to look at. Like, a lot of people don't even realize, like, if you look at Naruto and a lot of, like, characters or stuff like that, like, a lot of the characters or even the story is based off Japanese mythology, which kind of, like, makes it, like, not as creative. Like, how much I actually do like Naruto, but it's not a creative anime. You have Kizume, which is the shark guy. He's in Japanese mythology. You have Kurama, which is the Nine Tails, Japanese mythology. Kaguya, Japanese mythology. How much it's good, but I still enjoy it to some extent, quite a bit, but. Tsukiyomi and all that stuff. Let's see. I actually used to like Apollo. Okay. Oh, okay. I actually do know about the up, down, down guy. He used to be in TNA when I used to watch. It used to go by the name Apollo. Oh, okay. Actually, okay. Yeah. Okay. Apollo. I think he's. Yeah. Okay. I think he still might go as Apollo. I don't know, or a variant of the name. I could be wrong, but I did watch TNA for a short time. Yeah. It's from Kazuo Umezu, the guy that inspired the Junji Ito. So It's an old book that got officially released in English in recent years. Okay. Yeah, I definitely have to look into that as well. He used to team up with Jay Lethal. Okay, I've heard of Jay Lethal. Boruto is just okay if... Yeah, Boruto is kind of lame, honestly. I mean, there's a few good fights. I kept... Actually, the last time I watched it was when Jingen fought Naruto and Sasuke. That's like the last arc I watched, or that arc, you know. That was a pretty good fight. Animated good. Fight was good. Very... But other than that, I kind of quit watching it. There were other better things to watch at the current moment. Even older things. I'm still trying to remember the one that I'm watching like right now. It's an older anime, 1985, two girls, sci-fi. I can't think of the name right now. It's killing me. I'm glad a lot of old mangas are getting released in English lately. They even brought back Springen and Fist of the North Star. Yeah, that's pretty awesome too, man. Like, that is pretty good that they're getting a push again and brought back, which is awesome. Let me see. I agree. Very good fight. Yeah, indeed. I still need to catch up. One Piece is going to take me a long time to... I think I'll probably just wait for One Piece to finish because I know we're getting closer. Probably like in 10 years it'll be done. In 10 years, that's my call right now. You could write it down. Whatever. I guarantee you we're getting closer to the end just by the way of it. I think the next war is going to happen after this arc or close to it, or maybe the arc after. And then it'll be close. It could be that, and my theory is that there is no One Piece. He just made it up. Or it could be just the hat, you know? Who knows? It could be just something random. But I don't know what other... I honestly didn't know the stream was going to go on this long. If I did, I probably would have hooked the game up so you guys could see what I'm doing. But that's my fault. Like I said, next time I do stream, which is going to be more often, hopefully, maybe, when I'm not working and stuff. Again, trying to get the YouTube some love, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term, but like I said, I've definitely been gaming a lot more, and I know I gamed on some other stuff that I didn't even mention, but I definitely will game a lot more. And by the way, yes, I sadly found out that a lot of the later single VOLs of Dead Man Wonderland are... Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I've been keeping an eye out. Because I honestly wouldn't mind picking them up, too. Because that's a good... Like, I still need to read, like, the second part of it that we didn't get. You know, because there should have been a season 2, but it flopped bad. And because that really was before the big anime got popular and mainstream again. Honestly, it really was. Like, I know there's like hype from like the old school people. Oh, Toonami's back. Well, I know you guys didn't really have Toonami, but I you know, down here in the States, you know, they were like, oh, Toonami's back. I remember I was still in karate back then, and people were like, I went to karate class, and you know, people like around my age at the time were like, oh shit, dude, you hear Toonami's coming back? I said, heck yeah, I did. We were hyped for it, and so. And it was still like I hate to say it, like Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan and those ones that kind of brought back the hype of anime, or the popularity to the West, I guess you could say. I don't know. Oh, I remember Toonami. Yeah. Were you hyped for Toonami coming back, or did you care at the time? That was 2011, was it? When that came back? And so 11 years ago, I don't know if it's still on there. I don't know if anyone still even watches Cartoon Network or regularly. If it's not like at a daycare or something. I don't know how they sustain themselves, honestly. I might have missed it. Toonami was dope AF. I missed Toonami. Yeah. Oh, so it's not on anymore, or you just not have cable? I don't. I really don't have cable anymore. I mean, I guess I technically do. It's just I have that box connected, but I technically could hook it up and like watch it online. I guess technically you could do that. I guess. Just like kind of like bundle it in, so you kind of like forced to in some spots. By the time I don't think I had cable. Oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. I watched all my anime stuff on YTV. Okay. Yeah, there was a cool time. That I'll tell you, I exactly know exactly that one episode, or the very first episode I saw on Toonami, and it was Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. Wasn't even Z. It was when Krillin got killed. Was it killed by Tambourine, or was it the other one that killed him? And that was the very first time I saw. I wouldn't say anime in general, but that was the very first time I saw Toonami. Of course, like Pokemon's technically considered anime in a way, you know. But and Sailor Moon and stuff like that, that's anime. Technically, or what is? There's no technically about it. But I just found that funny. That was the very first time I saw. That was the first time I saw Dragon Ball too. And then I was like, okay, I need to watch this. But it wasn't until much later I watched it because that was like it was hard to like watch stuff back then because you either had to watch it at the time and then or you had to wait for the reset. When they started the series all over again. There's a few times I did that, but I always missed it. I'm sure with satellite we had at one point could have access to channel Toonami we had on, but I was not aware of it as a kid. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Hey, I don't know if you saw it, but a few weeks ago I streamed the Super Famicom game called Zenki 1 and Zenki 2. I think you'll like those if you haven't seen it. Those based off an old 90s anime. Okay, I'll have to look into it. I think it does sound familiar. I think it does. I could be wrong. Zenki. It does sound vaguely familiar, but I could be thinking of something else. Zenki anime. Is it Zenki? Okay, it's Zenki, not Zanki. Okay, I have not seen it. Yeah, that one I have not seen, surprisingly. It's called Kishin Doji Zenki. Demon God Child Zenki. Okay, 1995. Okay, surprisingly I've never seen that one. Pretty sure people have mentioned it, but I haven't yet to see it, so. I took Taekwondo for a few years. I made it to green. Oh, right on, yeah. Taekwondo's a pretty good. I gave up on it. I wasn't at that time. I wasn't flexible. Later on, I think I would have been able to do it, but because I got into karate and then kickboxing. But then later on, I got the flexibility. So I kind of wish I would have gone back. I think it would have helped with other things, But it's not a bad form of martial art, especially old like 90s. Like there's a video I saw. It was like old Taekwondo versus new Taekwondo, and it's just you could tell the difference. Like a practice. The way they practiced and the way they even sparred. It was just different back then. Especially in the 90s, early 2000s. I've heard of Zenki, but never took time to play or / watch it. Okay. There's a part 3 too, but I still gotta learn how that game works before I stream that one. Okay. My master passed away before I could finish. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's the TKD I took. Oh, damn. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, but no, it's not a bad martial arts. It gives you a good foundation of kicks, I'll tell you that. And you could definitely translate it if you're a good martial artist into other stuff, like karate or. I remember there was a time when I was still doing karate. I did karate till I was like 18. Then I kind of just quit after that. But I was getting just old, and I was like, oh, time to give up. Because, they definitely did not pass the belts at where I went. You definitely had to work and work hard, and I don't think many people got to it, you know? I think it's why I like Tekken so much because, you know, I used to be a former martial artist. I don't consider myself martial artist now, you know, I'm just lazy and stuff, but but yeah, it's like the most realistic, you know. And I don't know why I stopped ever playing after Tekken 3, but I still try to keep up everything I learned. Oh, sweet. That's good. You keep it up, you won't lose it. I really haven't worked out or trained or done anything in about like a year. I mean, I try to watch my diet as best as I can, but you know. Still love me some martial art movies, you know. Like I tell you, the first time I saw It Man, I was still back at like, you know, I was like 2010 when that came out. And then I watched him and Donnie Yen and when he played the Green Hornet. I forget what that movie's called, but that one was good. Legend of Chinzin, his variant. Donnie Yen is legit BA, man. He is cool. Dang, this guy's health is only half. It Man is amazing. Yeah, I really did like at least the first two. You know, it kind of kept going overboard. There's four now. And then they made a few others. And of course, I watched all the like the classic Jackie Chan movies like Police Story and even Rush Hour. You could say, you know, always enjoyed Jackie Chan movies. Probably, and Jackie Chan Adventures, you know, if you had not seen Jackie Chan Adventures, I watched that probably like 2-3 years ago and still holds up to this day in my opinion. This guy just does not want to die. Did you ever see Jackie Chan? Yes, yes. City Hunter was actually really good. Very underrated when he played, or when he uses the Chun Li thing. You know, that was pretty funny. And then the villain was Richard Norton, very good martial artist as well, as the bad guy. He also played in Mr. Nice Guy, Richard Norton, and few. He did a lot of B movies. He's an Australian actor, but I really do enjoy his movies. He did a few with like Cynthia Rock or whatever her name is. Yeah, yeah, it was. I love Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, City Hunter was good. Gorgeous fight scene was good. I didn't really like the movie, honestly, but the two fight scenes with Brad Allen was excellent. Maybe if I watch them again now that I'm older, I'll enjoy it more. It's like a romance comedy. And I know Jake Chan said he always wanted to like do a romance comedy movie, but yeah. So I could respect that, doing something that he actually enjoys. And even the last movie that I saw of Jackie Chan was The Foreigner. And that one was okay. I mean, wasn't my favorite. I think it was... But it wasn't the worst. It was just, I think that was his last American movie. I know he did a few others. And I'll tell you, one that's very underrated is Shaolin. Well, he's not the main character, like actor in that, but... Way of the Dragon was so good. Bruce Lee beat up Chuck. Yeah, true that. As much as Chuck Norris is renowned, he's a good martial artist. I mean, back in his prime, he probably could definitely beat my ass, in his prime. His kicks were pretty good. Not as fast as Bruce Lee's, of course, but, I'm pretty sure if you took him in his prime versus my prime, yeah, he definitely could beat me, definitely, and like even points or tournament setting, definitely, and probably heck even in real life, probably, he definitely would have better stamina than I did. So I'm not saying like he's bad or anything, but Chuck Norris is still pretty good. I did enjoy Walker Texas Ranger, when I was young. And even Invasion USA. Chuck Norris did actually have a few good martial art movies, now that I think about it. They were mostly B movies, but they were pretty good, And Walker Texas Ranger was pretty damn rad, honestly. And the eyes of the Ranger are upon you. And Chuck Norris with Silent Rage is good. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one. The only joke martial artist that I could bring up is Steven Seagal. Even like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, he may have not had like full contact martial art tournament level, but he had like good point sparring, and his kicks were like flawless. They were like accurate, fast, and he had the muscle mass that most martial artists didn't have. He probably could have been a really good like a fighter in a way. I don't know if he could like take a hit. Probably, I don't know, but even though he could use his case to keep most people away, and his feet work, like looking back at it, like way, like really good, like way better than mine ever was. Yeah, way better than mine. I wasn't that good at martial arts, so I just enjoy it, but I could see like talent and skill of some people, I'm just more like an enthusiast and have love for it, Wasn't really good at it. Aikido isn't a good martial artist. It depends far too much on your opponent's attacking you. Yeah, that's very true in a way. I think if you use some methods to it, it could be a viable option for some things. But yeah, it's mostly using like judo would be a much better solution if you like went to like classic martial artists, martial arts in a way, in my opinion. But I think any martial arts could be utilized in a way if they're trained really good. But I'd say I don't know. It would still be nice to like learn it, just to be like, oh, but like I don't know. There's some like Wing Chun would like actually be really cool to learn too. Like I really wanted to go like did like a couple classes in China. I forget what city it was. It wasn't like Kowloon or anything, but like I don't know if it was in Hong Kong or Shanghai where it like Wing or Ip Man's son was like he was still alive when I wanted to go, and I've been like, oh, that'd be so cool to go like just to like one class to see him. You know, I doubt he's alive now. That was like 12 years ago. And he was quite older then. You know. Wing Chun is bad. Yeah, heck yeah, it is, man. Could be like Leroy from Tekken or Ip Man or something. Let me see. Oh, that's crap. I'm gonna head out. I'm pretty tired. I'll catch you on Discord. Okay, man. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, man. Have a great one and great weekend, man. All right, got to go about. Oh yeah, heck yeah, man. Have a good one, Bio. I'm about to end the stream as well. Once I get this mission complete, I'll end the stream. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and thank you for stopping by and chatting with me. So. Have a good one, guys. Alright, perfect timing. I got that side mission done, and then it's a good place for me to stop as well. It's about 10:10, so I'm gonna end the stream, and once I save, or I guess I just have to exit out and level up one last time, and then or use my thing finally. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually really good. Do that. Alright guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you next time. I'm definitely going to be doing more streams like this. I mean, they're going to be better produced and all that. They're going to be better, like, organized as well. More topics and stuff like that. Like I said, this was a spur-of-the-moment thing, and I didn't even hook up this thing because I didn't think I was going to go for 2 hours. Or, well, I guess technically I've been going for like 2 hours, even though it only says like 49 minutes because it like did that weird reset. So hopefully it didn't screw up like the way like do 2 different live streams. I don't like how it does that, but hopefully it stayed on one live stream. But I'm definitely going to be more organized and on my next one and whatnot. So I hope everyone has a good Sunday tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. See.